theorysabers.com.
What's up, guys? There's a couple things I want to talk about and mention about episode 5. Now, he says something, we're going to jump right into it. He says something that is the same thing Qui-Gon Jinn says in episode 1. Your focus determines your reality. Every time he uses the Force, there is a sound that sounds like when someone uses the Force in Star Wars, that deep bass. And to me, I always thought, okay, maybe this guy is just, manipulating metal objects or electromagnetic objects. He's using a glove. He's got some sort of, Star Wars-y tech. But him using that line, that's something that only Qui-Gon said. Him being a descendant or apprentice of Qui-Gon, I think that doesn't make sense. He's also, I guess he would have to be a youngling at that point, but no. There is a character that was called Rael Averross. This was Dooku's apprentice, and this guy was essentially like the most maverick rogue Jedi that you'll ever come across in Disney canon. Okay, it's Disney canon. It's not any of the old stuff, unfortunately. But Rael Averross was actually a pretty interesting character, and he was a Jedi of Dooku's apprentice, and him and Qui-Gon would chat, and they would talk, and they would have fun.
What do you mean by that?
He was a Jedi that essentially, he smoked, he drank, he had sex, he did everything a Jedi is not supposed to do, and he kind of did his own version of being a Jedi. He was still a good guy, but he did his own thing. And he really, he was like the Dash Rendar of Jedi, essentially. Okay, so I don't want to say this guy is Rael Averross, but if he is an actual Jedi, then they have made a character like that before, and this could be the closest thing to a scoundrel pirate with the Force. This could be Rael Averross in his later years. They want to take inspiration from that character. Not saying it is him, but they just want to take maybe some inspiration and create like their own off character. This could be like Dooku's apprentice. Now, my thoughts on this. In my mind, Dooku never had an apprentice named Rael Averross. Dooku never had an apprentice that ended up smoking and drinking and having sex and going to bars and clubs and this and that.
What?
But for this story, it does fit. So, take that for what you will. And this episode in general was my favorite. I thought it was fun, lighthearted. It was enjoyable. It was a good amalgamation between the Goonies, Indiana Jones, and Star Wars. And it's a kids' show, for God's sakes. And the fact that there's now a lightsaber in the mix is pretty funny. I thought, the kid using the lightsaber when it goes downwards, and his whole shtick is like he is obsessed with being a Jedi. And when he gets the chance to, he almost burns his dingling off. And anyways, fun episode, really lighthearted, chill. Nothing much more to say about it. There's a few things you could break down here and there, but for the most part, excited for next week, episode 6, to hang out with you guys and see where this goes, because now the stakes are pretty high. You got Brutus and the gang after them. You got this guy now, trying to do his own thing. He has taken the droid. He's taken Smee, and it's fun. We'll see where it goes. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'd recommend watching episode 5. You can even skip all the other ones if you haven't watched already. But I recommend it. I think it's fun. And go ahead and check out episode 5. I think it was pretty good. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Merry Christmas.